I wrote my book, All of These Lines, to share my story about my pregnancy losses. I really wanted it to be something that helped other pregnancy loss parents feel less alone. I've had a few people mention to me that even though they have bought the book, they haven't read it because it's a difficult topic and they are nervous about opening the book and reading my story and what it might bring up for them. I think some people are also nervous that they think it's a sad book and it's got a lot of stories of sadness and difficulty. And I wanted to clear up a few things. All of these lines is my story of pregnancy, loss, but most importantly, it's about hope. In the book, I share the journaling prompts, the music, and all of the other things that have helped me process my grief. It is not a book that is about sharing the sad parts of my story. Yes, my sad parts are there. They're part of who I am now. But the book is focused on sharing the things that helped me cope with the grief, sharing the things that helped me move forward. I know that not everyone is going to react in the same way, is going to need the same tools. But the focus of my book is about sharing my story to help other people find their story. All of these lines come from the song All of These Lines Across My Face tell you the story of who I am. And yes, there's lots of them. There are frown lines, and there are smile lines, and there are lots of lines around my eyes, particularly where I've cried. And although the story may bring about sadness in you, the book itself is designed to help you process that. So if you've heard about my book or you have heard me speaking, I want you to know this. All of these lines is about helping you find the lines in your story. It's about helping you process those laugh lines and the sadness lines, the frown lines and the joy lines. The cover of my book shows music lines. Music has always been an important part of my life, and so sharing songs in the book is a huge part of sharing my story. And then you'll see that the iron lines is a pregnancy test, and it has the two lines. And so the title ties into all of the lines, all of those positive pregnancy tests. And for those who have done IVF or have tracked ovulation and those sorts of things, there's all of those lines of all of those tests. So many tests, so many cups of urine that many of us have had to deal with. And so all of these lines is looking at our collective lines. It's our pregnancy lines, it's our lines from songs, it's our lines of journaling, which for me was a really important part of my healing journey, whether it was from blogging in the very early days when I was experiencing multiple miscarriages and finding a community of women in the blogging space who really made a difference in my life. Or it was journaling my thoughts when I was finding myself in the desert and later on. So all of these lines is my story, absolutely, but it is designed to help you find your story. It's designed to help you process your story, to maybe write some lines, to listen to the lines of a song that has had meaning for me and maybe help you move forward, to look at all of those pregnancy lines, all of those ovulation lines, all of those lines on tests that we have had to process, and to pull them into your life and to make them part of who you are. So all of these lines, yes, it is a sad story. I have experienced 8 pregnancies. I only have 2 children. But it's a look at my life and all of the joy and all of the things that brought me to where I am now. And it's how using music as medicine has helped me process that. So there are 13 chapters. They are all themed around music and songs. Things like Blame It on My Youth, The Book of Love, Brave, Somewhere Only We Know, Candle in the Wind, and The Never Ending Story. It is a book with a glossary. It is a book with references. It is a book that helps you understand why the grief models that are out in the world confuse us, why they don't make sense. Grief is not meant to be gotten over. Grief is meant to grow around. And having tools to help you grow around your grief. So if you've been thinking about reading all of these lines and you weren't quite sure if it was the right book for you, I hope that this gives you hope. My book is for those who are looking for hope. I want to provide that hope. There's a sad part to just about every story, but my story is about finding my way forward. And so I hope that I can help guide you forward in your story. I'm Bianca Johnson. I'm an empowerment coach for pregnancy loss parents. I'm the author of all of these lines, my story of pregnancy loss and hope. And I want to help you on your pregnancy loss journey to navigate, transform, and thrive. I look forward to seeing you next week.